Good morning, everyone. Pedro here with another live stream, and I just want to welcome you guys to the channel. Maybe it's your first time here. Maybe you're new to trading. Maybe you've been trading for quite a few years and you've been struggling and you're not where you'd like to be. And I want you to know that you have a community here you can count on. Like we're live every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if this is you, like I said, make sure you stick to the very end of this live stream, because I'm going to show you exactly how I look at the markets. And I'm going to help you out as much as I can. I want to be able to help you out as much as possible. And you'll notice that I call you guys members because I consider you all family. So welcome to the family. If it's your first time, don't be shy. Comment below in the chat box below, guys, and welcome to the channel. So yeah, guys, we're gonna get started shortly. So just bear with me here as we get everything all set up. We've got a couple trades that we're going to be looking at, some potential setups that are kind of setting up now for us. And yeah, the most important thing is take advantage of the markets, get our pips and call it a day. Let me see. As we wait, we're gonna get a couple more people tune in, a couple more people join in. Okay, so do we have any news? What do we have going on, guys? I think we have some Aussie news, but as you guys know, holidays and all that type of stuff is coming through. I think we have some Aussie news, but other than that, we don't have any other major news or anything like that. For Tuesday, December 6th. So 7:30, we have some GDP Aussie news. Other than that, on tomorrow we'll have some CAD news, which is the rates. Oh man, we'll see what ends up happening because Bank of Canada has been jacking up the rates lately, and it's crazy. Um, I don't know. We may see the rates jack up even more. That could be a possibility as well, guys. So we'll see what ends up happening. We got a strong momentum push here. We had some sort of a pullback here on GJ. We may anticipate GJ to actually kind of break below. So if I see GJ, for example, we see a nice closure below this level structure. Let me just kind of clear the charts here. Then we can anticipate a potential continuation to the downside. I want to see GJ at least close below this lower level of structure. Then we can look for selling opportunities. Sell setups below this level structure for GJ. And then I'd be looking for buys anything above this ranging area here. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here for GJ overall. may see some sort of a pullback for sure. As you can see, Dixie is, looking pretty bearish on the 30-minute, even on the 1 hour. You can see that this is some sort of a double top formation here. And you can see my arrows here. You can see clearly that I was anticipating price to reject this level structure. We are kind of breaking actually below the neckline, which is pretty bearish. However, we have to be mindful that it may come down a little bit more, come back up and retest. And in this retest, it really will depend if Dixie's going to continue to go down further, or if Dixie's going to come up to this neckline and actually break it above and come back up to these highs and potentially break it higher. Could be a possibility, right? So we just have to kind of be mindful of everything we're dealing with here. All cards on the table, right? So we just need to understand that price could do anything at any given time, right? So like I said, gold gave us that pullback, but we may anticipate gold to actually come back down, especially since we had this kind of like double top ish formation here on the higher time frames at these highs. But not only that, we had that strong momentum push, right? Broke through our neckline, which was this major level structure, and we're actually kind of retesting it right now. So I'm kind of like anticipating potentially some gold sells, but like I said, we may see gold come back up a little bit higher, create some sort of a wick here, and then finally break below, and we may see it kind of go to the downside. That's kind of my overall anticipation with gold, but again, we just gotta wait and see what ends up happening, guys. Welcome to all of our new members, guys, that are tuning in this morning. Welcome. Guys, awesome. If you guys are in the family, or if you guys are already part of the family but enjoy these, guys, like for me, guys, I really do appreciate it. It does support the channel, so do me a huge solid, guys. It's absolutely free and it doesn't cost you anything to literally smash that like button for me. I'm just waiting for this for the comment section to load. I can't see it right now, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at for gold. You know what I mean? We may see it kind of retrace, so we just have to keep that in mind. So if we go down to Dixie again, like I said, we may have a little bit more of some juice to the downside for Dixie. However, we have to understand that we may kind of retest this level. So we may come down here, and then we may see a bounce from here, right? So we may see Dixie come down a little bit lower, and then we may see it bounce, right? If we see that bounce, that will be that perfect rejection for gold. So see how gold, and I told you guys, I see gold coming up a little bit higher. Look right now, literally live in the flesh. As you guys know, look, still pushing higher, right? And so this is what I'm telling you, right? I still see a little bit more juice to the downside for gold. I mean, for upside for gold, and then we'll see some juice to the downside, right? But I still see it. I wouldn't sell right now. I need to see it kind of go up a little bit higher. Then we can see some selling opportunities. But at this given time, I don't see it. So we're just gonna wait it out and see what ends up happening. We could kind of look also. One of the indicators I use is the RSI, right? So I use the Lux one. This might work really well, especially if you're new, and you're trying to kind of figure things out. The RSI can help you out, just to kind of understand if you're, if price is overbought or oversold. So we could look at our RSI here, even on the 30-minute. You can see that we're pretty much coming up at our overbought level. But I still think it still has a little bit more juice to the upside before we actually are in super overbought territory where we can start looking for selling opportunities. But remember, we want to focus on major levels of structure first. We don't want to be focusing so much on indicators and stuff like that. We want to focus on price action, right? So if we kind of zoom out just to kind of see an idea where we are, right, we could see very clear market structure here, right? It was forming kind of this kind of pattern here. But again, if we need to see rejection of this major level structure. If we get rejection, we can clearly see that we broke below this level structure here, right? See the structure here. broke below this structure for gold, which is 1781,600 range. We broke below it, right? Because you can see resistance, 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 right? Resistance, support, and now we just pierced below it with strong momentum, right? So now we're going to come back up and retest it right now, right? So on this retest, we need to see rejection. If we don't get rejection, then it completely invalidates what I'm talking about, potential gold sell opportunity. So, but overall, that's kind of what I'm looking at for gold. Guys, we're going to move on to US and a couple other pairs to kind of see what we can anticipate for the market. But this is kind of what I'm looking at overall, guys. And so yeah, let's continue on, guys. We'll take a look at Euro USD. We'll look at our top pairs, and then we'll focus on the pairs that are maybe looking at potential opportunities, guys. Euro USD, let's see once this loads in here. Perfect. So Euro USD, let's go up to the higher time frames. As you guys know, we always want to look at the bigger picture. So it looks like we're actually holding this level support at this level, which was kind of what I was anticipating, right? This level to hold. However, I was anticipating it to go a little bit lower. However, price didn't go all the way down here to our support level. It's actually pushing above here at this resistance line. But remember, I think I had mentioned that we may be seeing it kind of form some sort of head and shoulders pattern formation. So we needed to see that right shoulder kind of form. However, price kind of failed to break above it, and now it's kind of breaking above this area. So it's really at this given time, to be honest, with Euro USD, we just got to be very, very careful, because what we could see is some sort of a slight breakout of this kind of resistance area, and it might do something like this where price comes up like this, okay? And then, example, if let's say the dollar drops, for example, or the dollar gains strength, then the euro will lose its strength and come back down to our support area, right? So this will be kind of that thing where it's like gold right now, the dollar right now is melting, right? And the euro is gaining strength, but we have to realize that the dollar may pull back and actually continue to gain strength, actually, like I mentioned, right? And so if the dollar gains strength, then the euro will probably weaken in this case. So it'll give us just enough of a push, and then we'll probably see euro. We just have to kind of, it's important. Maybe, you know, maybe we have to realize that we have to look at the bigger picture, right? What is happening with gold? How's that going to affect price, right? So, okay, let's go, Metsia. Welcome, Metsia. King, let's go. I'm gonna sell on gold. That's good. The only thing is just I feel like the entry might be a little bit too early, but no worries on that. Let's go, Tom. Let's get it, Tom. No gold buys. No. Not right now. Not right now. So if we go to gold, I'll tell you guys why I wouldn't be looking at gold buys at this given time. Is because we're coming to this major level structure, right? So if we look to the left here on Dixie, so you know what, let me clear the charts just so that it's better, so you guys can kind of see it. Let me clear the charts. Maybe it's more clear for you guys because we got a lot of lines here going on. So if we go to the 4-hour, for example, for Dixie, right? So we could see, for example, with Dixie, we could see that we've kind of broken below this level. Pretty obvious, pretty straightforward, right? But we need to realize that most of the times, more often than not, price will not just come up to this level and then melt, right? We may see price kind of retest this level multiple times, right? So what I'm anticipating even here on the 4-hour time frame, right, is that maybe we may see Dixie do something like this where it comes down here, holds that level support down over here. We may see it kind of go down a little bit further, right? Come back up and retest this higher level above here, okay? And then finally we may see it kind of break below, right? And so that slight little retest here that I'm talking about that might come and retest these highs or create some sort of a wick here for the dollar, we kind of narrow it down to this lower time frame. And this is what I'm talking about, that we may have gold kind of melt. Obviously, I'm not saying it's going to full on buys for the dollar, but we can anticipate some sort of a retracement, especially we can see here on the left-hand side for Dixie that there is a little bit of a range here, and price may be holding this level support potentially, right? So this is kind of a zone that I'm anticipating Dixie to maybe potentially come down to, but also reject this level. And if it breaks the neckline, we can anticipate a retest of these highs before price goes down, maybe potentially even lower. And if that is the case, right, if the dollar comes down and then it gains some sort of strength, then we can anticipate gold to come back on a buys and reject this level structure. But again, we still have a little bit more juice to the upside for gold. You know, even if you narrow it down to the 15-minute, you know what I mean, we have to realize that we are coming up to a major level of structure, right? So let's see how much of a room we have. Like we may have like about 30 pips, and then we may see gold kind of come back down all the way down here potentially. And that extra range down here is what I'm anticipating, for example, for the dollar index, right? So if the dollar index comes back down a little bit lower, let's say, look, we got resistance here. So let's say it comes down all the way lower to this end here, right? And it pushes up. Well, this gives us enough of that similar range. If it comes down to this lower end, similar range back up to these highs, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, if Dixie comes to this level, holds this level of support, then it pushes up, then it'll be a similar move for gold, right? It comes back up a little bit higher, and then we see it melt, right? Do I see gold going all the way down? No. Remember, we don't know what price could do in the future, but we want to work with what we have currently, and that's what we have currently, and that's what I'm anticipating. We're at a major level structure. We broke below that major level structure. We're retesting it now as a level of resistance, and you know, that's kind of what I'm looking at overall, guys. That's pretty much it. We can also see some sort of a potential double bottom here forming. We've broken the neckline. If we come and retest, so let's say we look at sells, we'd probably take partials once we take our entry here, take partials here, and then let your runners run, because here it might react at this level, and you never know, it might hold it as a support and come back even higher. Could be a possibility too, right? So we want to make sure that we are prepared for all scenarios, and we're not kind of just diving in just to dive in, right, guys? Let's go. We got Lauda here. We got my sister-in-law, guys. Awesome, guys. Smash that like button for me, guys, if you understood that explanation on gold, and if you enjoy these live streams, guys. As you guys know, we're here live every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. So welcome, and welcome to all of our new members that are tuning in, guys. I'm going to put the link here for our Telegram group, guys. It's absolutely free to join. I'm going to put the link here for our free Telegram, guys. You guys can tune in. Okay. That's the link for a free Telegram. I'm actually going to pin it to the top of the chat. Perfect. Awesome. All of our links there. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So that's kind of what I'm looking at overall. Okay. And what's going on with AUUSD? We had some news, some Aussie news. So again, similar move here. We are getting price to push up. However, we may be anticipating some sort of a potential pullback eventually. So well, you can see my arrows here. Look at my arrows too as well, guys. Right? Look at this. So do you see how from yesterday or last night's live stream, right? I was looking at AUUSD pushing back up, and you can see that it went in our favor here. You can see my lines here, and I'm anticipating it to come up to these highs and potentially reject. If we get a nice clean rejection here, this would be a good sell entry for AUUSD, guys. Okay. And yeah, and again, it kind of goes in confluence with the dollar gaining strength and Aussie losing weakness. And so, you know, this is kind of how we can look at the markets and kind of go from there, guys. Okay. That's kind of what I'm looking at for AUUSD, guys. I'm anticipating some sort of a pullback on there or a continuation to the downside, guys. Welcome to all of our new members that are tuning in, guys. Welcome to La Familia. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell and click all notifications so you don't miss a single live stream, guys. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on these live streams, guys. As you guys know, it's Tuesday morning. We only have some Aussie news that just came out. So it's a little bit slower. The markets, you know, the holidays and all that type of stuff. But we don't stop, guys. We don't stop. You know, yesterday we caught a perfect 64 pip move on gold. And, you know, that's not going to stop us from gaining some pips and, you know, taking advantage of the market. So take a look at this, guys. Aussie's gaining that strength beautifully. So again, I'm going to be looking for selling opportunities once we see it reject this level structure. If it doesn't reject this level structure, and I'm not looking at sell entries for AUUSD. Okay, guys. Let's move on to EURUSD. I think we were already kind of looking at it, but again, right, we're gaining that strength. We want to see it kind of create some sort of a potential pullback and reject this level highs over here. But we'll see, and we'll just gotta be patient, guys, and see what ends up happening. Okay, so let's move on here, guys. We got a couple members here. Let's go. Smoto. Let's go. GBPUS. Yeah, we'll take a look at that, my man. Let's get it. Tom, let's go. Markets uneventful today. Yes. There's no, and this is what I'm saying. Like, honestly, I'm mainly just here for you guys, to be honest. You know what I mean? And if I see an opportunity, I'll take it, but I'm not really here to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not enough volume going on. I would say we have some Aussie volume, but I mean, like, there's just not enough going on, right? And so, you know, I want to be here for you guys. I want to be able to kind of support you guys as much as possible, you know what I mean, in any way possible. So I'm still going to be here, obviously, you guys know, every day live at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We may see a shift as the holidays come, you know what I mean? So we may see, maybe we might do the evenings, and then you know, we'll kind of go from there a couple days, and then we'll work with as what we have, guys, because right now the markets are pretty crazy. So you know, it's holidays, it starts kind of cooling down. So guys, take a look at this GBPUS. Remember what I told you guys, we're not looking for sells below this level structure, right? And look at this, guys, this is why I told you, we wait. We don't look for sells just because when price was down here that looked bearish. Yes, remember, we wait for confirmations, we wait for the retest, and then we enter for sells. And then look at my head and shoulders, right? Remember what I told you guys, we were looking for selling opportunities on the head and shoulders, and we saw price kind of create this you know, potential. It came back up, right, like I told you guys it would, and it's starting to potentially form this head and shoulders. Right now, if the dollar gains strength, what do you think is going to happen with GBPUS, right? Probably going to reject this level, most likely. And even if it goes a little bit higher, creates a wick, what is it going to do? Most likely, it's going to reject this level and go for sells, right? So again, everything's really correlated with the US dollar, especially with our US pairs that we trade. And so this is kind of what I'm seeing overall, guys. Just overall with GBPUS, right? We may see that rejection, then we can see price continue to go down further. Let's go. Tom Brooks, how do you see volume? Basically, like, some people use volume indicators and stuff like that. It really just depends, right? Like, depending on how you see price, right? Price movement. If there's a lot of volatility, that's kind of how I personally base it. But also, like, for example, this on my RSI, you could see that, you see, for example, these big moves like this, that's green right there. And this is the Lux Algo indicator, by the way, guys. So I'm sharing this with you guys. I don't want you guys to think that I'm not trying to, as you guys know, I always, you know, you guys are family, so I want to share with you guys everything that may help you, right? So check this out. Lux, you go Lux, and then don't put Lux Algo, just put Lux, and then go down and click RSI multi-level strength. I should favorite that. There we go. And that's the one that I have here in the bottom, right? So this is how I know that there's some heavy volume, and you can see that the volume here, right? These are strong moves, right? Where we see buyers kicking in. But again, right? Like, I don't really trade volume. Like, there's people actually have like volume charts and stuff like that, where they actually like follow through and see, oh, okay, there's a lot of buy orders coming in right now and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I look at volume, right? Volatility, strong momentum, and then, you know, we can kind of verify with here with the RSI that we have, right? And again, right, we may be coming to a point here on the 1 hour time frame where we may be coming up to our oversold zone. We're not there yet. That's what I'm saying. We may create like a wick or something. I'm anticipating it. Maybe one more push, create a huge wick, and then we may see it kind of reject this level of structure. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there overall, guys, for GBPUS. Okay, we're looking at potential selling opportunities, which kind of goes in confluence with our head and shoulders pattern formation. Not the most ideal, but again, you have to realize that it's never going to be textbook perfect. But we can see that, you know, price is kind of stuck in this ranging area. You know, you could look at it as kind of, hey, this is the highs of the range over here. Hold on. Oh, kind of froze there for a sec. So just give me 1 sec. There we go. So yeah, I mean, you could kind of, if you will, you could see that this is kind of like a high of a range too. You could look at it that way. This is kind of a fake out. And this is the lows of the range, right? So we could kind of be coming at this mid-range of the range, the middle area, and we may anticipate price to kind of start shifting and creating some sort of a lower high, right? You know, higher, lower high, exactly. So we may see it start to shift its overall direction, and we might start seeing something like this, right? So for GBPUS, right, we might start seeing another leg to the downside. Finally, reject this level high and see it come back down and create a new lower low. You guys see what I'm talking about? Yes? Yes? Perfect. Good. You guys understanding that? Yeah? Okay, guys. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now, guys. Overall. Ooh. We could see a rejection here for GBPUS, right? So this is kind of what we could anticipate. And again, you could see price kind of create, maybe an entry here. You set your stop losses just right above this area here. You could do like, let's say a 35 pip stop, 33, let's say 35 to give us some room. There we go, 35. And then, you target TP1 around here, which is 60 pips, and then TP2 would be 129, right? Again, you manage your risk, right? This is a 3.6 risk reward ratio. I'm just going to leave that there and see what ends up happening. But like I said, I want to see some sort of bearish price action before I actually enter on sells. And then similar here with GJ, right? We were looking at the beginning of the last year when I just joined in, guys, this morning, what was happening. GJ was melting, guys, and you saw the strong momentum. You're like, okay, maybe it got some sort of an exhaustion here. We'll look for sells. But remember what I told you, I'm not looking for sells until we close below this lower level of structure here. Or I'm not looking for buys until we break above this level of structure and close above it, right? So this is something that we have to be mindful, guys, you know what I mean, with price and what we can anticipate for GJ, okay? Let's take a look at GBP odd, guys. What are we looking at GBP odd, guys? So we saw GBP odd even here from yesterday's live stream. We saw that price was starting to pull back, and now this was what I was anticipating anyways for GBP odd, is some sort of a pullback, especially after a strong push to the upside like this. We expect some sort of a pullback exhaustion, right? So we got a nice pullback here. However, I'm anticipating it to maybe come back up, retest these highs once more, which is this line over here. So something like this, okay? I'm just gonna move it closer, retest this high, create some sort of a double top, and maybe break below this kind of upwards trend line that we've been kind of creating here, right? So if we break below this, and that's why I have sell setups below this level structure, because, and again, remember the two scenarios I showed you. So I'm going to delete this here so you guys can kind of see it more clear. Then we wait for price to give us that strong momentum breaks below this level structure, creates a new low, and then we wait for the retest of the new low, and then that gives us the confirmation to the downside, guys. This is GBP odd, okay? And this is kind of how we can look at the markets and go with it. Let's go, guys. Hey, Dad, love you. We got my pops here in the house. Let's go. Tom Brooks in the house as well. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone, and good night for Tom. Oh, Dad, love you. Okay, so, Tom Brooks, yeah, after starting my run of wins last week, only fair to update you after a run of 11 wins. Wow, I had 3 losses. Hey, you know what? That's okay, Tom. To be honest with you, let's be fair. That's a pretty good run. And so just keep it up, keep your head up, keep going. Got this. And that's what it is consistency, not giving up and going, right? Let's go. Yeah, Pops, let's go, Dad, let's go. That's right. Got to stay encouraged and just kind of take a break sometimes. That's right. The markets start kind of slowing down, guys. Like I said, because of the holidays, the markets are slowing down. And so those people that are new, maybe you don't know, we start kind of losing its volume. The markets kind of start, a lot of traders, we just start taking a break usually, right? But the only reason why I'm here is because I want to be able to help you guys as much as possible and, be able to take advantage of this time to be able for you guys to learn, right? For us to learn together and be able to, level up on your trading and be able to share together. And, you guys can learn. I'm telling you guys, this is your opportunity right now to be able to learn and level up. Tom, let's go. GBP was one of my wins, but I had to go out and sold in profit only to see it went another 100 pips. Yeah, no, and that's part of the game. That's part of the game, guys. Sometimes price will go in your favor, and sometimes price will even continue to go in your favor, right? Even after you take profits. And so you just have to, stay encouraged that, and remember, keep it as a reminder, right? Price will always give us, the market will always give us opportunities, guys. Let's take a look at gold. We got Kayer here, one of our members here, asking about gold. Yeah, so gold right now, like I said, we may see it come back up a little bit higher, a little bit more juice, and then we may see it reject, right? So that's kind of what I wanted to see, a wick rejection here. If we get a nice clean rejection, then we can anticipate a continuation to the downside. See, we're already seeing a rejection here. That's kind of what I want to see, but I want to see this at least close, and I want to see it on the higher time frames. So like even the 1 hour, see like huge wick rejections on the 1 hour. Ideally, I'd be really looking for gold sells below this neckline here, because then that would be that confirmation that, you know, there's kind of sort of double bottom per se. I wouldn't say, yeah, you know, double bottom ish kind of pattern. Then we can anticipate price to actually be, you know, not respecting this level as a level of support and actually kind of breaking below it, right? So, even on the 30-minute, like I said, you know, it's kind of a little bit indecisive. So I just kind of want to wait. 15-minute, we are definitely overbought. But again, we may see it come back up. But that's what I'm saying. Gold may come back up a little bit higher before we start looking for selling opportunities, right? We want to be looking for selling opportunities, I think, when Dixie starts gaining that strength. And you see how it's holding support now, even here on the 15-minute. Let's go up to the 30-minute and see. We're already starting to get a reaction, right? And remember what I told you, this on the left-hand side was an area. Also, this area down over here is an area as well, right? So if we check this level and this level of support, which is a zone, you can see it here clearly, then we can anticipate price to actually come back up to these highs, break above this neckline for sure, and kind of create something like this where it goes, right, like I said, down a little bit further, comes back up, creates maybe a triple top or whatever, or it goes up a little bit higher, and then we may see it come back down and retest these, right, for the dollar, right? We don't know yet at this given time, but this is kind of what I'm anticipating overall. But for sure, I'm anticipating some sort of a pullback or a retest of these highs. I don't think it's just going to drop like that all the way down, especially after a strong move like this. You could see that, for example, Dixie has pushed to the downside. Over here, we had that strong momentum melt here. We can anticipate some sort of a retracement, right? So we can anticipate probably Dixie to come back up and retest these highs, or potentially this level here. But you can see that there's not much level of resistance, future resistance, previous level support that we can look as, you know, some sort of you know, something that will stop us basically from coming up to these highs once more, right? Plus, it's a little lower frame, right? So it's not as strong. Tom, let's go. Let's go. Have a good night, Tom. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all the support and love as always. Yes, I'll be here tomorrow. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, Tom. Take care. Have a great night. Get some rest, my man. Let's get it. Nice, Tom. That's good. Sticking to your rules is really important, guys. That's the most important thing, guys, is being disciplined. Discipline is key, guys. You know what I mean? Being disciplined with your trading plan, sticking with your trading plan, being patient, guys, not just getting in to get in. Let's go, guys. We got Amoni here. We've got actually Amoni. She's actually one of my VIP members. Amoni, let me know how are you enjoying VIP? Let me know in the chat box below. Let everyone know how you're enjoying VIP and how VIP has actually helped you out with your trading overall. I hope you're having a great experience overall, but I want everyone else to know, you know, you're one of my students. I have Lauren. I have a couple other people as well. I got Scalping King as well. Scalping King is one of our newer members in my VIP inner circle, but welcome. And yes, I'll take a look at Euro Odd for you. Absolutely. We'll take a look at Euro Odd here. 1 second. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna search it. Just better though. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go. And this is what I'm saying. I'm taking the opportunity right now that the markets are slower to basically, you know, take advantage of the markets and be able to teach you guys, you know, put more time into teaching you guys how to look at the markets and how I look at the markets, right? And so this will be able to help us, you know, kind of, you know, catch the opportunity if it arises, and then if not, then we actually just kind of learn together, right? That's the most important thing. Okay, so what are we looking at overall, guys? We want to look at basically where we are in the markets, right? So basically with Euro Odd, we know that we were trending kind of to the downside for quite some time. So we don't want to go too back, right? We want to focus on current price action. We want to mark off our mean levels, right? So this is the weekly. and we can see that we're pretty much at a weekly resistance area. Okay. Not only that, you know, we can kind of target lower areas here. We can see that this is a next target level down here, and you know, we could say that this is also a level down over here, right? So let's just leave it as that. This is our weekly levels. We already kind of marked it off in like 2 seconds. Okay. Now, one thing that we have to realize, we're pretty much at a crucial level here, because one of two things could happen, right? So we see that this is kind of like a double bottom here on the higher time frames, which is the weekly, which is pretty powerful. We broke above this neckline. Okay, we're into this range now. Okay, however, we have some pretty heavy resistance at this highs over here, right? So if we break above this high resistance area, especially on a weekly high, we can definitely anticipate a strong buying pressure, right? But if not, otherwise, what I can anticipate is price to range. Okay, we may see it just range for quite some time, and this is what I may be anticipating for Euro AUD. That it may come up to this highs and actually reject and come back down, right? So we need to really look at, for example, the daily, kind of see what we're looking at. But overall, you can see a lot of consolidation. We're not really trending to the upside, or we're not really trending to the downside, right? And we were kind of forming some sort of a, I guess you could say, kind of like a flag or something like that, or some sort of a channel that was kind of pulling off, exhausting, right? But if you look at it right now, look at my lines, you can see clearly that this is starting to look like some sort of a bullish flag. Now, we did get a bullish move to the upside. That's what I'm saying, right? If we break above this high, which is a weekly high level, then this is a strong indication that we may see a powerful move to the upside. Now, how far could this go, Pedro? Well, of course, you know, we can kind of look at, if we zoom out a little bit, okay? And we know that that's a weekly level, but we know that we've had this strong move. Look at this strong move that we saw here, which was kind of like the second double bottom area. Look at the same move. We can anticipate that similar move up above here, and we can kind of target this areas here. So you can see that this is a high level of resistance. We've got lots of resistance area here. So this is kind of like a resistance zone area. So we may anticipate, for example, if Euro AUD does break that level, we can anticipate it to come and retest these highs, right? That could be a possibility. This is a similar move we may see with Euro AUD, especially on the higher time frames. And if we narrow it down to the 4 hour, we can start kind of seeing what price is doing. Now, like I said, keep in mind that this is a weekly resistance area. And yes, we are kind of like, we got that strong momentum. We are retesting it, but I may see price do something like this, where it may come back down, hold this level of support. If we see price come back up and actually not reject this high area, and we see it kind of pierce above, then we wait for the retest and we start looking for buying opportunities, right? For Euro AUD. And then that would kind of go in confluence with AUD-USD losing its strength, right? With AUD-USD, we were looking at AUD-USD kind of looking for selling opportunities, right? So if the Euro gains strength and the Australian loses its strength, right, then we can anticipate, like I said, some perfect buying opportunities. But again, as of right now, we need to realize that there's no trade setups at this given time for Euro AUD. We are technically really, just from looking at it, guys, on the 4 hour time frame, look at this. We are stuck in a range, okay? And usually what we want to trade when we're in a range is either the highs of this range. If we get rejection, let's say, for example, Euro AUD comes back down here and it comes back up to this high and we reject this high, then you best bet that that's a perfect selling opportunity. If Euro AUD comes down lower and it comes down to the lower end of this range, right, what are we looking for? We're looking for buying opportunities, right? So we have to realize that we can trade the highs and the lows of a range, but also in a range, we are looking, the most important thing, we're actually looking for a breakout. That breakout could be to the upside, to the outside of the range, or to the downside for a continuation to the downside, right, of the range, right? So that's kind of how we do everything, right? Awesome, guys. Perfect. So we got a couple comments here. Let's go. Let's go. We got Ronique. Hi. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome. We got Nicholas. Wow. Nicholas, my man. Let's go. I haven't seen it in a while, my man. Got Nicholas. He's one of my members from like a long time. Nicholas, like, you've been following me since what, like 200 subscribers, bro? We go way back. Anyways, welcome, my man. And then we got Moni here. Yeah, so far so good. I'm still working on my timing with my entries. Awesome. I'm wondering if EA is going to test for at 155. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like it will. So right now, the way I'm looking at it, the 4 hours kind of looking bearish. We're getting rejection. So I think that Euro AUD will be looking for sells temporarily, and we may see it actually come down to this lower level at what you're saying, which is the 155. So just if you are looking at selling opportunities, let's look at the 30-minute. This kind of give us a better entry. If we look at the 30-minute, we can see that we had that strong momentum push. We are rejecting this level structure right now. We want to see a, I would say at this given time, to be honest, we want to see price give us at least one bearish candle here start forming, which is already here. So let's see. Let me pull my fib because we've kind of already gone above here, to be honest. So we're pretty much in our golden zone. So yeah, this kind of goes in 0.618 coming to this level. So yeah, this would be a good selling opportunity. Obviously, you just want to manage your risk. You set your stop losses just above here, this zone here. So I basically 25 pip stop, which is my favorite type of a stop loss. I don't want to be putting a 50 pip stop, guys. No, we always want to manage our risk, guys. Always, guys. Look at this 0.618 level. TP1 would be this level here, which would be about 40 pips. And then TP2, you'd be looking at 100 pips, okay? This is Euro odd, sorry. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at there. So this would be a good selling opportunity overall. Okay, guys, we'll let it sit, let it do its thing. Just be careful, okay, guys? Always remember to manage your risk as always. Let's go. Okay, so let's continue on, guys. Let's focus on some other pairs here, guys. Welcome. Let's go. Beautiful. Awesome. Sounds good. Lawrence, welcome, my man. I'm working hard, man. Hey, you know what, bro? That's what you gotta do, my man. You gotta hustle, you gotta work hard. Keep doing what you're doing, my man. Proud of you guys because I know you guys always show up. You're here every single morning. So shout out to all of my members that are here consistently every single day, guys. You know, as always, like I said, even though I know the markets are slow, even though I know that, the holidays are coming through, I want to be able to support you guys as much as possible. And, that way you guys can learn step by step. You know what I mean? Take advantage that these times right now, the markets are slow. And so we can, learn together and work together, guys. USD JPY, guys, look, it's kind of coming back at this level. I haven't looked at USD JPY in a while, but I had this level marked off, and look, it's already kind of starting to reject that level there. So, we are kind of seeing price reject this level. Let's see, this is kind of really choppy though. Okay, so we have that strong moment. Nice. So check this out, right? So I'm anticipating it to come up to this high area here on the 4-hour time frame for USD JPY. We can anticipate selling opportunities overall. I may see it reject this level, come back up, create some sort of a double top, and retest this high once more. If we get a double top or something like that, this will be a much better entry for selling opportunities. Okay, so we want to wait and see what price is going to do. You don't want to sell at the bottom here because price could come back up, wick you out 20-30 pips, and then go in your favor, right? This is why we wait. This is why we have to be patient, guys. We target our TP1 here about 32, sorry, not 32, my gosh. Target our area here, but again, this is a just basically what we anticipated here. Perfect. So if you want to look for entries, you can, but you have to manage your risk, guys. Please, 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 please manage your risk. Okay, as always, right? We are getting that rejection there nicely, because what could happen here is get gold here. That's 34 pips, right? But sometimes it might come back up, right? So you have to be very, very mindful. Yeah, coming down TP1 here, 42 pips. Right? So it's not, that's what I'm saying. The risk reward ratio right now, because we got a little bit of traffic here at this neckline, it's a little bit riskier, right? So I don't want to, may come down here and then it rejects, right? So if you're looking at gold, you want to take your partial profits here and move your stop loss to entry here. Once price comes around this level here for gold, around 1775, you want to start taking partial profits, guys, right? But this is a really tight range. It's only 40 pips. You have to be very, very careful. Put your stop loss just like at 15 pips here, just to manage your risk. But remember, it may come back up these highs, right? Yeah. Jason, let's go. We got Jason Baker. Let's go. Welcome to the family, my man. Let's go. Another day, another day. Yeah. Knowing gold usually it retraces, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's if once this candle closes, then we can see for sure like a continuation to the downside. And like I said, though, it will react at this level here, which is the neckline. So just keep in mind that if it goes down further, you have to understand that you have to take partials here. And by the time when price comes down here, you catch your 40 pips, you move your stop loss to entry, you take partials, and then you let the runners run, right? And most likely our target area will be for gold down here, right? Just be mindful. Guys, welcome to all of our new members, guys. Also, if you're new to the channel, guys, introduce yourself. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what country. Let me know in the chat box below, guys. Let's go. So again, gold is going in our favor, but we, to be honest with you, like I said, because of this kind of neckline area here, we have to be mindful that it'll probably come down to these lows here. But we have to manage our risk, right? Always, because price could wake us back up, right? Create some sort of a wick here, or come back up and create a double top before it actually goes down lower, right? So you just have to be mindful, right? Sometimes price comes back up and retests the highs before it actually goes down even further, right? So just be mindful of that, guys. All right, keep your stops nice and tight, and always manage your risk. Don't over trade either, right? So if it's gold that you're trading, right, you want to kind of manage your risk and be like, okay, I got a $500 account, I don't want to be doing more than 0.10 or whatever, or point, you want to do like, I don't know, 0.2 point whatever, right? Just manage your risk, guys, trust me. That way, if price doesn't go in the direction we're anticipating for whatever reason, which can happen, then at least you knew you managed your risk, you knew you did things the way they should have been done, right? So look at this, guys. Dixie is rejecting literally our area that we were anticipating it, which kind of makes sense for gold to be melting. So everything's kind of going in correlation where we're anticipating it to go. And obviously I should change that here, separate it and do like new pairs or something, create a new section. I'll do that later. But yeah, guys, so that's kind of what I'm looking at overall. Nasdaq, what's going on with Nasdaq? Probably looking at sells, but let me see if this loads. Let me see if my chart loads. Yeah, we were looking at sells anyways for Nasdaq. Take a look at that. So I'm anticipating Nasdaq to come down to this lower level. Look at my arrows. Look at everything, guys. Look, if strong momentum, pull back. Look at this, strong momentum, pull back. You know, we got the range. Was anticipating it to range a little bit longer, but it actually broke below before. But it's okay. We get on the retest anyways. I wasn't planning on getting in on sells here. I was planning on getting on sells on the pullback. Price pulled back exactly as expected. Now, what we want to see, for example, here, I wouldn't get in on sells yet here. What I want to see is price actually break below this lower level. Then once we broke and closed below this level of structure, then we look for sell opportunities. But as of right now, I'm not looking for selling opportunities on Nasdaq just yet. We need to break below with a strong momentum push and closure. Now, once it starts getting closer to this area here and you start seeing like really, really strong bearish, you can, and this is part of the risk that you're willing to take, right? You have to realize, okay, I'm willing to only risk, let's say 30 pips. This is where you kind of set your stops just a little bit above, and then you kind of target the lows here, right? So that's kind of, you just have to understand, okay, this is how much I'm willing to risk, you know, in order for price to give us this potential opportunity, right? That's kind of what I'm looking at there, guys, for Nasdaq. All right, guys. Welcome to all of our new members that are tuning in, guys. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing below. We're live every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. And as you guys know, we're always here live, guys. And if there's an opportunity, we'll take it, guys. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell and click all notifications. Also, guys, for all of our new members that are tuning in, guys, go check out our free Telegram group, guys. I've pinned the link in the chat box. So make sure you guys click that link there and join in on our free Telegram group, guys. We have an amazing community on there as well. And I know that people ask me every other day, I get messages and stuff like that on the broker. That is the link, guys. So I have the link right over here in my video description, but I'm going to put the link here in the chat box so you guys can check it out. If you sign up with my link, there is a sign up bonus as well there too, guys. So go check it out. They are regulated. So even if you don't go with my broker, that's fine. But just remember, guys, just a word of advice. As you guys know, I consider you guys family. I want you guys to look for a regulated broker. Please, please, please. If you're with an unregulated broker, try and save up some money. Even my broker, I think the minimum is $100, so it's not too bad. Try and save up some money, whatever the case is, but just go with a regular broker. Please don't be playing around with unregulated. There's a lot of manipulation. You'll have problems withdrawing. You really don't know, guys. You just have to really know what kind of broker you can trust. I like that these guys are regulated. They're Australian. They have great customer service and they have low spreads. Okay. But anyways, we don't look for sells until we break below this level structure. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second here. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, so we're looking for sells below this level of structure, and that's what we want to anticipate for price to do, right? But we need it to close below this level structure before we start looking for sell opportunity. Otherwise, it'll be stuck in a range. Okay. Jason, let's go. What about GBPUS? Yes, we already went over GBPUS, but I can take a look at that for you, my man. Let's go. I think we were looking at GBP as like kind of forming some sort of head and shoulders or something like that. It was very, very choppy, but I mean, this is kind of what I was anticipating anyways. Yeah, see, it's already getting the rejection. You see the rejection right there? So again, right, like if you look at it, it's very, very choppy overall. Not the most ideal market condition I want to be trading in, but I'm anticipating GBPUS to come back down to this lower level of about 1.2143 range. If this candle closes bearish, I'm looking for sell opportunities. You know what I mean? But I need to be honest, I want to see it close below this level first. You know, I got to stick to my plan here. Zone, I want to see it strong. Quite a bit of a range, right? So, I mean, you know, that'd be over 91 pips, 95 pips, right? And we, you know, we set our stops for about, you know, 20 pips, whatever. Now, could you get in here? Yeah, you can get in here, but just keep in mind that obviously the risk that you're willing to take, right? So you can get in on a sell opportunity here, which you already see here, my chart here. I already have it set up. So, right. So, you know, we got stop loss here, entry literally above at that wick. And then, you know, we'd be already in profits right now, right? So I already drew this up right now. You'd be up 33 pips, right? So that's the good thing, is knowing where you are in the markets and knowing key major levels of structure, right? Because if on the higher time frames, remember what I told you, this kind of looks like the highs of the range, right? So what does that mean, right? We may see it come back up to these highs. However, when you look at the bigger picture, we kind of are forming a potential new higher low, or sorry, lower high, right? And so what we're looking for is price to create a new lower low and start shifting. We're seeing a shift in the market. It is kind of ranging. It came back, but we're anticipating some sort of a pullback, some sort of an exhaustion on price, right? I don't really see buying opportunities at this given time. All I see is we have this strong momentum. I'm anticipating some sort of a retracement, especially to potentially this lower level down here on the 4-hour time frame, right? That's kind of what I'm looking at overall, guys, for GBP US. To understand that, I hope you guys are learning, which is the most important thing, guys. Guys, we're at 24 likes. Can we get it to 30 likes, guys? Let's go. Let's get this to 30 likes. And also for all of our new members, if it's your first time here, guys, welcome to La Familia. I appreciate you guys very, very much. And as you guys know, we're live every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., guys. So guys, I don't know what you're doing. You're missing out. Make sure you guys subscribe, but also hit the notification bell and click all notifications. And also comment below. Like I said, don't be shy. Comment below in the chat box below if you're new. And guys, if you're looking to level up on your trading, maybe you enjoy the way I explain things, or you like how I simplify things, because I like to simplify things as much as possible, guys. Go check out my VIP Inner Circle, guys. Trust me, you know, we do live mentorship Zoom calls where I literally speak to you face to face, and I mean, I answer any questions you have. We also have a separate group support chat where you can ask all the questions you desire. But also, guys, you take the exact same trades I take, right? And I show you the exact breakdowns, and I'm telling you why I'm getting into this trade, why I'm looking at selling opportunities, why I'm looking at buying opportunities, right? And when to get in and when to get out, right? So lots of value in that, guys. And I put a lot of focus on my VIP Inner Circle students as well. So I want you guys to know that if maybe you've been kind of contemplating on joining in, guys, remember the best thing to do is investing in yourself, right? And the fact that you're investing your time right now in this live stream, which is free, by the way, you know what I mean? I'm finding out there's a lot of traders online that are YouTubers like me that actually charge for the free chat that I have, because literally I monitor this free chat to make sure that there's no bots or anything like that. I have my own bots that monitor it, but also sometimes I have to manually check it myself, right? So, you know, a lot of value in there as well too, right? That free group chat, you can network with other traders, you can kind of, you know, help each other out, you can share your analysis, right? I had so many members when they first started joining in, they're like, can I share my analysis? Is it okay if I share my charts? I'm like, yeah, that's the whole point, is be able to network and share your ideas. And if you have any questions, whatever, you know what I mean? It's all there, right? And so that's why I've created that free Telegram group, so that you guys can learn and share with each other and, you know, help each other out, right? So that's the most important thing, right? So, but if you want my help, my personal help, and you want to have that extra mentorship, that extra step-by-step support, then that's what the VIP Inner Circle is for, guys. And the link is right there, okay? Okay, guys, so let's continue on. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there, guys, for GBP US. I hope you guys understood that explanation there. Let's take a look at gold. Let's see what's going on with gold. So see, we got that rejection on gold, but do you see the wick right here? This is what I'm talking about, the retest, right? We have to always wait for the candle closure. But this is why you kind of wait. This is why I didn't personally enter, but that's why I said you manage your risk, right? So now it comes up back up here. You can probably get in on a better entry and look for more selling opportunities, right? But obviously our stop loss here was nice and tight. So I would put the stop loss maybe like 25 pips, 30 pips, okay? If you got in. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for today. I've been here since the morning, so we may get it retest, create some sort of double bottom. Probably Dixie will come back up, but I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Absolutely. Gone Fishing, what's up, my man? Let's go. We should go over some of your losses so we can learn in the mistakes as well as your thought process. Absolutely. I'll definitely go over that with you guys. 100%. Thanks for the input. I'll definitely in the next live stream I'll start doing that too, guys, and I'll show you guys. Absolutely. And like I said, guys, even though I know the holidays are here, even though, like I said, I'm mainly staying out of most of the trades, but like I said, if the opportunity or the setup arises, I'm definitely looking at opportunities to get in. I will share with you guys this, and this is what I'm saying. This is the perfect opportunity. This is the perfect time right now of the year for us to be going over things together. That way, maybe, you know, something might help you out. Like in this case, how do we manage our losses? How would I manage my losses, right? How do we look at things, right? So yeah. And like I said, guys, that's all I have for today. Be seen. Welcome. I'm at NASDAQ. We're looking at potential sell opportunities, guys, for NASDAQ, but we need to sell below that level structure, right? I'm not looking for sells until it breaks below that level structure. And the reason why I'm saying that is because price could continue to range or reject that level. So look at this. Look at this huge wick rejection, right? So we're looking for sells below that level structure. This is why, if we go back, look at my history, guys. We had that strong momentum here. What did we do? We retested, then we went in our favor, right? Look at my lines here. Look, strong momentum, retest, and then it went in our favor. You can go back and watch the previous live streams, you know, from a couple of days ago, and you'll see what I'm telling you. This was my analysis, right? So same thing here, guys. Look, sells below this level of structure, not selling now, but below that level structure, right? And closure below that level structure. Otherwise, I knew that this would potentially happen. And to be honest, to be fair, I may see it come back up and retest these highs. Could be a possibility as well for NASDAQ, right? Right now, I don't really see anything happening. I see just consolidation, right? So if we break below this level structure here for NASDAQ, so 11,750 range, then we're looking for selling opportunities. But as always, we always want to manage our risk, guys, not just to dive in, just to get in. We always want to, you know, wait, be patient as traders, focus on quality over quantity. Trust me, less is more. And when we focus on our quality aspect of things and not just getting into a trade just to get in, trust me, you will see success in your trading, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate Amoni. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all very, very much. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Also, don't forget to follow me on all my socials on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, guys. Also, if you follow me on Instagram or whatever the case is, guys, tag me, you know, send me a message, whatever. It doesn't matter, guys. Yeah, so make sure you guys follow me on all my socials. Also, guys, go check out my website. I've got my new website all set up as well, too, guys. I'm going to put the link here. And all the links are below. So if you miss it and let's say the chat is moving all the links up, that's fine. All the links to all my socials and everything. So my VIP inner circle, my website, my recommended broker, everything is there. Even the free group chat, the links is in the video description below, guys. So go check that out. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I might, who knows, maybe I might come on later tonight. We never know. Maybe Asian session might surprise you guys. So if you guys don't want to miss out on that, guys, don't forget to turn on your notifications, okay, guys, so you don't miss a single live stream.